The implications for these kids are very serious because they're already vulnerable. Many of them are small, and so they're growing, and so their brains and their bodies are very vulnerable. They're also vulnerable because they come from places where they've been stressed, where there's been a lot of violence and chaos. Then they came on an enormously stressful journey, and then they arrived and they were taken from their parents in this most stressful way possible. They had no time to prepare, no time to say goodbye. For small children, that's not even really possible. And of course, for any child in any situation of stress, the thing that is reassuring to them, the thing that they reach for, that they're programmed to reach for, is a parent. And we're putting them in places that are overcrowded, that are understaffed. These kids have very serious symptoms of trauma. We're already beginning to hear a lot of reports about that. We know that some of these kids are being medicated, likely with fairly serious medications, as we know has been done previously to some of the unaccompanied minors. Medications that are completely inappropriate for children with trauma issues, and that really are there to tranquilize and sedate the children, which makes them unable to learn in school, have a difficult time using their brains for the older children to manage whatever is going on around them, but makes them more docile for the staff. And that's really often why these medications are being given. So we are compounding trauma upon trauma. And one of the things we know is that their bodies are affected. Even the children we see here who may have been separated from their parents for 5 days or 7 days or maybe 10 days are unable to eat. When they try to eat, they vomit. They're unable to sleep. They don't want to sleep because they're afraid to sleep, because they get nightmares when they do. Many of them are having what we call flashbacks, which are like waking nightmares, where they have a sudden recollection and they kind of relive that moment when they were separated from their parents.